Welcome back. Vice President of Advancement, Christopher Sagan, joining us from Thompson Rivers University on this Tuesday afternoon. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You haven't been here for like several of your segments. You're supposed to be here once a month, and you've been busy.
I've been vacationing.
Yeah,
I've actually taken some time off.
Good.
I hit Barkerville and Christina Lake. I've gone RV, out on the road.
Out on the road, but back in time for his August segment.
You bet.
Speaking about being out on the road, TRU World. This is a big part of TRU that some people don't know a lot about, but people do know how international TRU is. But let's hear about this little part.
Well, TRU World has over 2 decades of experience recruiting students from all over the planet and bringing them to Kamloops for educational experiences. Everything from ESL training for short periods to 5-year degrees. They've changed our campus in so many ways, so it's just been fantastic. But they've also changed Kamloops because they're bringing these people to live for half a decade sometimes. So they've given us new citizens, they've given us great, food around our city. It's been a fantastic part of our community.
Do any of them graduate and stay, or do most of them return? Yes,
a percentage. Most of them do return to their countries. But in doing so, they also become champions of our country, of our system. They do wonderful things in their own nations, and they're always kind of ambassadors for TRU, for Kamloops, and for Canada. But many of them do stay. They join our community, they become leaders in Rotaries, they become business owners, they infuse our economy and our culture with a lot of new blood, which is fantastic.
And there's a great opportunity for people to get involved in terms of learning more about a culture, say somebody from Kenya, because there's something called a homestay, and rather than having them live on campus, which I'm sure some of them do.
Many.
But an opportunity to perhaps billet one for a semester. How does that work?
Well, the word billet is good because people understand that from sports. You take in an individual, you feed them, they become a part of your family, so they do some of the social activities with you. They join your family for their period of study. And it's an incredibly popular option for our students. Most homestays come from Asia and the Pacific Rim. The individuals pay for the service, so they kind of infuse the family's economy, they infuse the family's culture, and it's a great way for your family to learn about the world by not even going anywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know, I remember having a friend in grade school who had a student from Japan, and I learned so much just from being the friend of the family, right? It's very cool to do that. How do you get involved with doing that, and do you sign up and say, I'd like to find somebody from Asia, or do you just get assigned somebody? How does that work?
So you sign up, and we'll put the information on the screen. You contact us directly, but there is a process. So we were actually able to find all our seats that we needed for fall, but heading into the semester after that, we need some more. So you contact TRU, you put your application in, and there's a vetting process because we want to make sure we put people in great homes that are safe, and we check out the venue. So you have to have a place where they have a private room, furnished, and then, you go through this process and you're approved, and then you're assigned a student or students. I personally know a lot of families who have grown immensely through this experience because you not only discover the culture, but you discover the food and the personal stories behind this, and they do really become a part of your family. And some of our homestays have been homestays for over a decade because they're
living with the same family for a decade?
No. Different homestays.
They've been doing it.
They do it again and again and again, right? Because it's just a really positive experience.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
We have about a minute left. What else would you like us to know about this?
Oh, well, TRU World in general is just a fantastic organization. And one of the key portions of this is when we have international days, come and see the performances and eat the food. When we have homestay chances, sign up and kind of explore that. TRU World has let TRU not bring the world to our community, but you have to kind of dive into experience.
Sure.
You'll see students in our malls, in our restaurants, throughout our economy, and they actually infuse over $110 million on an annual basis in our economy. Well, imagine a tourist that comes and stays in your city for 5 years, right? They buy or rent condos, all their clothing, all their food. So they infuse our community that way. A homestay International Days are ways that we can experience the culture, the food, the performances, the art, and things like that. So we invite you to join us in any of these experiences.
When are International Days, quickly?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
like
I think
what
it's
month?
February. I
Okay.
think it's February.
We'll look it up.
Yes.
We'll look it up, Christopher.
But you know what? I'll come on the show and I'll bring some of the performers
Please do.
with us.
Yeah.
Because International Days, you come and you see all the dance, the singing, the food, and not just from 1 or 2 countries, but from over 80 countries.
Which is awesome.
It is absolutely awesome.
We're out of time. Thank you so much for being here today. It's a great subject, something to get involved in. If you're looking at perhaps thinking about having a homestay, somebody for not this semester, but next, that's when they're needed, information's right there on the screen.